YouTube was good with y'all, man. It's popping. Hope all is well with y'all. Y'all, your families, man. Hope y'all taking care of yourselves, man. Yeah, man, yo, I wanna talk about some crazy shit that happened to me. But let me hit y'all with the whole story first. Like a week and a half ago, I decided to get, cause I was cleaning my apartment, right? So like deep cleaning, I was cleaning everywhere. So I like to get Florida water, and I like to mop with it. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the botanical spot. You know what I'm saying? The Santeria spot. For those of y'all that don't know what a botanical spot is, Google it. It's a spiritual, it's like a Spanish spiritual spot, whatever. So I hit that up, right? It's run by this Cuban guy. So I go in there, whatever. I went in there to get my Florida water. So I go in there, boom. I got my water, whatever, and I noticed all over the store is just black statues, like just black statues. So I've been wanting to get a Native American statue for a minute. So he ain't have none. Cause I was looking around, he ain't had none. So boom. So you know what I'm saying? I pay for my stuff, and I look to the side and I notice these little shells. They're called Cowrie shells. Or Cowrie shells. These little dudes right here. Whoops. These little shells right here, right? Oh yeah, I got some in my hair. I just threw some in my hair, whatever. So I bought the shells, right? It's a bag of shells. I forgot how much I paid for them. Probably like, I don't even know how much I paid for them. So I got the shells, and I left. I went home. I continued my cleaning. I finished up my cleaning and all that. So the shells, I put the shells on top of the dresser, and I showed them to my wife, whatever. She was like, "Oh wow, that's nice, whatever." You know, nothing. She didn't even think nothing about it. So I put them back in top of the dresser, and I left them there. I haven't even. Yesterday I opened it. So they've been there for like they were sitting there for like a week. All right, so this past Monday on Memorial Day, I had this crazy headache, yo. Like both of my eyes, the back of my neck, and my crown right here. I was under under so much pressure, like something was pulling, or I don't know, yo. I ain't never had this shit before. Like this shit ain't never happened to me before like that. So boom, I got this headache, right? The whole from the night prior to the whole afternoon. So I took my wife and my kids to the park, and I went back home. And I fell asleep. So y'all fell asleep, and I just fell asleep normal. I took a Tylenol. I fell asleep. Yo, I'm over here having all types of dreams, but I had this dream that this dark, very dark, melanated being. I'm talking about black, like black. He was so black, he was shining. And his eyes, they were light. It was like light. Like actual bright light, like from his eyes. And he was sitting in a meditative position. And I'm saying he was just sitting in a meditative position, and he was just looking at me, and I'm looking at him. And I still got the headache in my dream. Like, it's like, yo, I'll be awake, and I'll be awake and asleep at the same time. The majority of my dreams is crazy. And I just got some shit to decalcify. I'm gonna put y'all. I forgot. I'm gonna do a video on that next. So I'm looking at this being, and I'm like, yo, okay. All right. You looking at me, I'm looking at you. All right. That was because I still had the headache, so I ain't even into the dreaming or none of that. Boom, I wake up, boom, I went to pick up my kids, my wife from the park, came home, boom. Regular day, fell asleep, woke up the next day, fully fresh, good, no headache, I was good. Go on my phone on YouTube, the first feed on my phone is eshu, elegba, elegua. I'm like, the fuck? Why is this on my feed? So then it clicked. I'm like, oh, that's the dream about, that I seen. So then I'm over here, it clicked. I'm like, yo, that was eshu, elegua, elegba. He came in my dream. So now I'm listening to all these videos, and they talking about that to contact him, to talk to him, you gotta use Cowrie shells, cause he's the guardian of the crossroads. He's the guardian of the crossroads. He's the spirit that you gotta talk to talk to other spirits, other orishas. You gotta get through eshu. He's the messenger. He's the divine messenger. He delivers the messages to Odulamare, which is the Most High, and the other lower angels, the orishas, Oshun, Ogun, Shango, Yemaya, all these other entities. I didn't know these things. Like I knew about the orishas. I seen, when I was on DMT, I seen the Hindu gods, and behind the Hindu gods, there was this black man. And then as soon as, like, when I was leaving the DMT world, they showed me the symbols, and they were like going like that and stuff. And I saw the symbols of the orishas, so I knew that there was a correlation there. But yo, I seen eshu, elegua, however y'all want to call them, elegba. And this probably was because 2 weeks ago, I left some honey in a plate. Unknowingly. Yo, this is no lie. I went to sleep and someone told me, yo, leave some honey, because I heard that Oshun likes honey. So I took some honey and I poured it on the plate, and I put it on the table by a plant, and I went to sleep. And then, kind of find out, I go to the botanical store, stumble upon these shells, had the dream. Eshu came into my dream, and he looking at me, I'm looking at him. We didn't even speak because I had a crazy headache. My senses, it was insane. So I just thought I'd share that with y'all, yo. Like, if y'all trying to communicate with these spirits and whatever, eshu, elegba, elegua, however y'all want to call him, he's the one that he's the divine messenger. You got to talk to him, and he'll deliver the messages to whoever it is you want to contact, whichever orisha you want to contact. He's the divine messenger. So I just ordered a book because he's a trickster. He's a trickster. Another thing, when I figured out what was going on, I went to look for the shells. The shells weren't where I left them at. I left them on top of the dresser. They were not there. The whole night I'm looking for the shells. I couldn't find the shells. My wife found the shells the next day by the window somewhere else. Eshu's a trickster. It's crazy, man. But these spirits are real, and we can be in contact with them. So, man, I just thought I'd share that with y'all, man. These Cowrie shells, look into Cowrie shells, man. Powerful. They powerful. Powerful. These little shells are powerful, yo. No lie. So I'm just doing my studies and just educating myself more on the orishas and how to do, you know what I'm saying, how to contact them and do rituals and all these things, offerings and all these things. So I just thought I'd share that little story with y'all on my experience with elegba, elegua, or eshu. I'm out. Peace.